The Off-Monroe Players performance. Here is what you need to know before we get started. There will be one 15-minute intermission with refreshments available in the lounge at the end of the theater space. Restrooms are at the end of the corridor that runs behind the stage. Turn right out of the performance area and right again at the end of the hall. In the event of an emergency, you will be notified by the house manager to exit the building. Again, turn right as you exit the performance area and use the stairs at the end of the hall. Please silence your cell phones and do not use them during the performance. During this performance, actors may be entering and exiting through the audience, so please keep legs, feet, purses, etc. out of the aisles. Last but not least, a note of appreciation. The Off-Monroe Players have brought the joy of Gilbert and Sullivan to Rochester for almost 50 years through the generosity of your donations and the ongoing support of our wonderful patrons. If you enjoyed today's performance, please consider becoming an OMP patron. Use the envelope in your program or ask our greeters for more information. And now, on with the show.
Have you ever known a lady so particularly shady, but you thought she was a nice old party?
Upon my honor, when I first set eyes on her, I could see she wasn't what she ought to be.
I could tell that by her manner and of mischief she's a planner. And that money bag never opens up to pay.
Well, if she doesn't pack up, she will get Martha's back up, and then there'll be the very deuce to pay.
I give you good morning, gentlemen. I give you good morning, Peter.
What? For nothing?
No, I don't charge for it.
Why, Master Vogelhart, you're getting liberal in your old age.
Yes, he's but a churl who keeps all his happiness to himself. It's a lovely day. The very trees are waving their arms in ecstasy at the bright blue sky above them and the bright green fields below them. And the pretty little birds are caroling a hymn of gratitude from the very topmost branches. It is indeed a good morning, and I give it to you. I give it to you.
You've got some more happiness in that long bag of yours if one could tell by the click of it. Can't you spare some of that?
You know what that is? It's gold.
All gold?
Yes, all gold. It's my pretty little rents that I've been collecting on this quarter day.
And are you going to keep it all to yourself?
No, not as bad as all that. I am going to give you a little treat with it. A little treat.
A treat?
Yes, my dears, a treat. Now, have you any money of your own?
Not a penny.
Not a penny. Very good. The greatest pleasure in this world is the possession of money. Now, that is a pleasure you cannot have because you don't possess it. The second greatest pleasure in this world is looking at other people's money, and it is in my power to give you that pleasure, and shall I grant it to you? No. Look at it. Isn't it pretty? Real golden guineas. Some people love spring with its butterfly wings, some swear by the summer, what folly. And some have confessed that autumn is best, and some people think winter most jolly. But the seasons, I swear, are all equally fair. Their beauties I willingly preach. I worship them all, from spring to the fall, for quarter day happens in each. I love quarter day! Well, there's gratitude for you. It's the way of the world, but do what I will, I cannot please people. Where's Mistress Martha?
Oh, she's inside trying to persuade her strange old lady to go.
What strange old lady?
Why, an old woman who's been staying at the Three Pigeons for the last 6 weeks. She won't pay any rent, and she won't go.
Well, it's no use. She won't budge.
How do you do, Mistress Martha? I give you good morning. I've been collecting my rents, and I would like a room in the Three Pigeons tonight.
Do you? Then you can't have one.
Can't have one?
No, unless my strange old lady turns out, and she won't.
Why don't you just seize her baggage?
She hasn't got any.
Stop her food then.
I have. She doesn't mind that. She's eaten nothing at all for 3 weeks.
Nothing at all for 3 weeks?
Nothing whatever.
Why, she'll be starved.
No, she says she's never felt better in her life. She She said that food always disagrees with her.
It disagrees with me sometimes, but I take it for all that.
Why don't you just turn her out like you promised?
Turn out a woman who can live on nothing for 3 weeks? Why, she is a fairy. She'll be back in through the keyhole in a twinkling.
I know how to prevent that.
Well, how?
Stuff up the keyhole.
Peter, you're a goose.
Oh, Aunt, I've such news for you. I didn't realize anybody was here. Oh, gracious. I beg your pardon. It's really awkward.
What's the matter with the girl?
Oh, I'm so confused.
What has confused you?
Oh, if you please, it's all these people. Oh, please go away. I can't bear people.
Why, bless the girl, how shy she is.
Shy? There isn't a greater donkey in the country. Why, she has a portrait of her great-grandfather in her bedroom, and she always turns it to face the wall before she does her hair.
Well, I've been properly brought up. A young girl can't be too particular.
But what has happened?
Oh, I can't tell you before all these people. Oh, please send them away.
Oh, I'm sure. If we're in the way,
If it's very improper, I don't care to hear it for the world. Though I dare say, Master Gilbert and Peter would mind.
put it to them as delicately as you can, Pipette. A young girl can't be too particular.
Well, now that they've gone, what is it? If it's impertinence, whisper.
Oh, if you please, it's a sergeant, and he's coming here.
A sergeant? What is there to blush at in that?
Oh, if you please, he's got a mustache and all sorts of dreadful things.
A sergeant? It must be the famous Sergeant Klug who distinguished himself at Johannesburg. He is the bravest soldier in His Majesty's service. This is his native village, and he wrote to me to say he would be here within the course of the week on furlough. He is going to make the Three Pigeons his headquarters.
A live sergeant coming to stop with us?
Certainly.
Oh, and if you please, and if it's quite convenient, I should like to retire from the world and go into a monastery.
A monastery? So should I.
Oh, if you please, I mean a nunnery.
A nunnery? So should I.
Nonsense. Stop here and welcome the brave gentleman. And if you don't do it, you shall marry Peter tomorrow. Master Boomelheart, you'll come with me. We'll see what we can do for you.
By all means. Allow me to present you with
With what, for gracious sake?
my arm.
Oh dear, what shall I do? I don't know how to welcome a brave gentleman.
Don't welcome him.
Well, if I don't, I shall have to marry you tomorrow.
Never mind. Serves me right.
Oh, how I hate a brave gentleman.
But I am not a brave gentleman.
You're the greatest coward between this and Trent.
I am a coward.
I hate a brave gentleman, but I detest a coward.
All men are cowards.
What? Jacques Bonprix, who gave you that thrashing at Bontemps Fair? Or Pierre Pontois, who tied you to your horse wrong side before for trotting through his turnips? Or Jean Leroux, who dragged you through a horse pond for plundering his egg roosts? All cowards?
I have a theory about that. In danger, all men are equally frightened, but some men have the power of concealing their fears. Others haven't. I'm one of those who haven't. Some men are afraid to own that they are frightened. Other men are not. I'm one of those who are not.
Well, in any case, Sergeant Klug is a brave man, and I advise you treat him civilly. Oh dear, what shall I do? Oh, how I hate a man.
So do I.
Oh, I wish the world was full of women.
So do I.
I'm not at all afraid of women.
No more am I.
I like women.
So So do I.
Men are just so.
Yes, they
so-
are.
What?
So, very so.
I mean to say they're so fond of staring at one and putting their arm around one's waist and squeezing their hand. Ugh.
Yes, it's their way. I've done it myself.
They wink too.
Yes, they would.
Now women never wink at me. They let me alone.
They let me alone too, worse than.
You can say what you like to a woman. I mean, at least I can. But I can't even look at a man.
You can look at me.
I don't call you a man.
Well, don't call him a man, and then you can say what you like to him. He won't mind.
Peter, that's impudent.
It's meant to be.
Well, if you want to be impudent, why don't you go be impudent to a man?
Oh, I should be a fool. Why, he'd box my ears.
And you pretend to love me.
Exactly. I pretend to love you, nothing more. It amuses you and gratifies me. I'll show her she's not going to ride roughshod over me.
Peter,
Well,
Peter, you're a pig.
oh, uh-oh.
At home at last, all danger is past. I hail my native village. Farewell a while to warlike style, to battle and to pillage. No parade and no drill, I can do as I will, I can eat, I can drink all the day. I can sing, I can dance with the daughters of France while their sons are at work far away. Young lady, I salute you! The hero of Johannesburg salutes you!
Oh my goodness, he's going to salute me, Peter. If he salutes me, I'll scream.
The young lady appears alarmed.
The young lady is very shy.
Shy?
Yes, you soldiers are such disreputable dogs.
Yes, if you please, sir, your soldiers are such disreputable dogs. Oh, I beg your pardon. Oh, what a dreadful thing to have said.
Some soldiers are, but not the hussars of the king's bodyguard. Our colonel is extremely particular. As a soldier in the king's hussars, he may act gallant to no one except his mother and his aunt.
A very proper rule indeed.
But don't you find it rather monotonous?
Oh no. Each warrior in our corps can count their mothers by the score. And as for aunts, each grenadier has 35.
Each grenadier has 35.
Huh, all my aunts are elderly and grim.
And mothers, too, are usually aged dames.
Oh no, the grimmest aunt in all our corps is 17 or a little more, and the oldest a mother's age maybe is just short of 23.
Why, Sergeant Lucas, I'm alive.
Mistress Martha, why how pretty you've grown.
This is indeed a distinction you've conferred upon us.
Oh,
What's the matter with the girl?
I was just thinking that since the sergeant has so many distinctions conferred on him, that perhaps he can spare us one. Oh, if you please. Oh, what have I said?
And what a big man you've grown. Why, you were just a little drummer boy when you left us, and now you are a gigantic sergeant.
Yes, I've risen in the service.
And I suppose one day you'll be an officer?
Yes, but that'll be a long time first.
Oh,
Well,
I was just thinking that if you're 6 foot long as a sergeant, how long will you be until you're a captain? Oh, if you please. Oh, I wish I had spoken.
Pipette, you're a goose. But we are very glad to see you, and I hope that you will make the Three Pigeons your home as long as your furlough lasts.
My pleasure, Martha. I've been roughing it for the past 6 months, and it's no little treat to look forward to 6 weeks' holiday in a pretty inn, in a pretty village, with a pretty landlady to look after one's wants.
Oh, and perhaps your son would like to see his room?
My son?
Your nephew, then?
My nephew?
Oh, if you please, I assumed he must be one or the other because His colonel is very strict and only allows his soldiers to kiss their mothers or their aunts. Oh, if you please, will you address them to the side?
When a soldier is on furlough, discipline is relaxed. But why are you sighing?
I'm just thinking about my strange old lady. She won't pay my rent, and she's eaten nothing and drunk nothing for a fortnight, but she is as plump as ever. She is a fairy.
Bah!
Eh?
Stuff. I don't believe it.
And why?
Fairies do everything with a wand, don't they?
Well,
She cleans her teeth with a toothbrush. I've seen her.
Peter, you're a goose.
Suppose we tackle the old lady by turns.
Oh, but who should begin?
I will.
You?
I. She's no more a fairy than I am. She's an ugly old woman, and I'd rather tackle one ugly old woman than a dozen handsome men. Afraid of an old woman? Why? The older they are, the less I fear them. This mighty arm will cause her alarm, and then she'll be gone. You'll see.
Well, with a squeeze and a wink, I can make her think I worship her completely. We soldiers do that sort of thing particularly neatly.
Oh, this will be fun. With a wink and a smile, I can beguile. I'll praise her with so much grace, I'm sure she won't refuse me.
And if you all should fail, I'll take my staff and rout the fairy out.
Now for it. I say, old lady.
Well, young man,
I've a bone to pick with you.
can't stop my time's value.
Oh, but you must.
Must, eh?
Do you see that and feel it?
Mercy, what a ridiculous little arm.
Do you know what that is?
I suppose it's the bone you're gonna pick with me? We may spare ourselves the trouble. There's very little on it.
I say, I'm not accustomed to stand this sort of thing from a woman of your age, you know.
Do you know my age?
About 80, I should say. That'll get her back up.
80? Nonsense. I'm 842.
Okay. 8? You don't look it.
Peter, you're a dangerous little man.
I am a dangerous little man, as you're about to find out. Now see here, ma'am.
Oh, I'm all attention, Peter.
You've been here 6 weeks.
True.
You've paid no rent.
None.
You don't intend to pay any.
Not a penny.
You don't eat anything.
Nothing.
You don't drink anything.
Not a drop.
And if you did, you wouldn't pay for it.
Not a penny.
Now, hasn't it occurred to you that on the whole, you are not a profitable customer?
That reflection has occurred to me, but look at it from one point of view. If you could get all you wanted from a first-rate inn without paying for it, how long would you stop there?
I would stop there until somebody did to me what I'm about to do to you.
What's that?
Turn you out. Come on, toddle, trundle, vanish.
Why, Peter, would you strike an old woman?
Why not? You're as big as I am. Besides, you have less to lose. You are very ugly, and no amount of thrashing can make you uglier than you are. Now, I am very beautiful, and a tap on the nose would play the very deuce with me. Come on, toddle!
Very well, Peter. You're a coward to swear up at an old woman. And as a punishment, you'll be so good to go on swearing up to everyone you meet until further notice.
Until further notice? Come on!
Until further notice.
What? Squaring up like this? Come on! Oh,
Yes, just like that.
what? To everyone I meet? Come on!
Yes, to everyone you meet.
Big and little? Come on!
Yes, big and little.
But they won't like it. Come on!
Not a bit.
They'll hit me back. Oh, come on!
I hope so.
Oh, please don't make me go on squaring up to everyone like this. Come on.
Must be done, Peter.
Oh, but what about when the sergeant is here? Must I square up to him? He's 6 feet high. Come on.
That would be unlucky, but it must be done.
Oh, I think I'll go. Come on. Oh, no.
I think you better.
Oh, no. Come on.
Is the young man unwell?
No, he's quite well. He's practicing his boxing.
What for?
He says you flirt with the pet, and he's going to give you a thrashing.
Now, my dear old lady, I'm going to beg a favor of you.
Go away, soldier chap. I hate soldier chaps. Do you know what effect a red coat has on me? Drives me mad.
You're not the only lady it affects that way. I brought you a message from Mistress Martha. She wants you to go.
Go.
Go. Come, old lady, be reasonable.
Go away, soldier. I hate soldier. Go away.
I say, gently, old lady, don't.
Go away, I say. You're a dissipated fellow to dare put your arms around an unprotected woman's waist. You wouldn't do it if my papa were here.
Confound it, man, your stick hurts. Don't, man. Don't, I say.
As a punishment for your impertinence, you'll be so good to go on ducking and dodging and saying don't to everyone you meet until further notice.
Until further notice.
Until further notice.
What, like that? Don't.
Yes, like that.
But they'll think I'm afraid of them.
Sure do.
But I'm afraid of no one.
No, you're the bravest man in the army.
I shall lose my reputation. I shall be branded a coward.
Oh, if you please, Mistress Martha's compliments. And have you been successful?
No, she won't go.
I wasn't going to. If you please, what's the matter?
Oh, it's nothing. It'll pass off.
Would you like to lie down? I'm not going to hurt you.
No, my dear. I'm quite well.
It's your fun, I suppose?
Yes, exactly. It's my fun.
He's showing you how he fought the enemy at Johannesburg.
No, my dear. I'm showing you how the enemy fought us. This is the way they retreated. Don't.
What a strange man.
He's a very rude man.
Rude.
Yes, he put his arm around my waist.
Are you his mother?
No, my dear, I'm not.
Nor his aunt?
No.
Then I'll tell his colonel and he'll be flogged.
Oh, I should like to see him flogged.
So should I. Oh, dear me, I didn't mean that. Oh.
Well, my dear, what do you want?
I've come to ask a great favor.
Yes?
You're such a dear old lady that I'm sure you'll grant it.
Yes, I'm a pleasant old person.
Although you're past your prime, you've such bright eyes and such rosy cheeks and such a happy expression of countenance that you're prettier than many a young girl I know.
Yes, I'm attractive. Attractive, nothing more.
And you've made yourself so pleasant and so agreeable, and I've grown so fond of you that what I'd like you to do is to go.
Go?
Yes, you see, they don't appreciate you as much as I do.
Oh, they don't.
No, and I can't understand it either. Now, I'm sure you're too proud, too noble, too high-spirited to remain where you're not wanted. Aren't you, you dear old lady? Mwah. Oh, I declare I could kiss those cherry cheeks all day long.
All day long?
All day long. Mwah.
Very good. You're telling stories, my dear, and must be punished. As a punishment, you'll be so good to go on offering to kiss and fondle everyone you meet until further notice.
Until further notice? Kiss me.
Until further notice.
What, like that? Kiss me, huh?
Yes, like that.
Oh, but people will think it's so odd. Kiss me, huh?
They'll be surprised at first.
Oh, I say, gentlemen and all, kiss me, huh?
Oh yes, gentlemen and all.
Oh, but they won't like it.
Oh no, they won't mind it.
Oh, but I'm so shy, I can't even look at a gentleman without blushing. Kiss me, huh?
Oh, you get over your shyness after a year or two of that sort of thing.
But what will people say? Kiss me, huh?
They'll say you quiet ones are always the worst, and so you are.
Oh, here comes that disgusting old wretch, Heart. How I hate the sight of him. Kiss me!
Certainly, my dear.
How dare you take such a liberty, you insolent old man! Kiss me!
Again? Oh, why, of course. Oh!
You disgusting old man! I shall tell my aunt, and she will turn you out of doors, and you shall be hooted through the village. Kiss me!
Thank you. No more this morning.
Thank you, if you please. Oh, kiss me! Oh, kiss me!
What a strange girl.
I'm a very strange girl.
I wasn't referring to you, but I do want a word with you. I would like to make a bargain.
Well, get on.
Well, Mistress Martha has sent me to induce you to go, but I don't want to do anything of the sort. I would like you to stay. So, if you'll fall in with my views, I will do all I can to prevent their turning you out.
Well, what are your views?
You possess the marvelous gift of living without food.
Yes, I have that gift.
For the last 50 years, I've been trying to attain that wonderful secret, but in vain. It's true I brought myself down to a hard-boiled egg and a half a teacupful of soup per diem, but I find even that a great drain on my resources. Now, if you will teach me how to live comfortably on nothing at all, not luxuriously, mind you, but comfortably, I will give you, yes, I will give you a guinea.
You'll give me a guinea?
Yes, half down and half by a bill at 6 months. Well, come, let's say a whole guinea. There, look at it. Isn't it lovely? Weigh it. Taste it. Look at the milling. Oh, it's a beautiful guinea.
You are a very mean old man and must be punished for it. As a punishment, you have the goodness to go on offering guineas from your lawn bag to everyone you meet until further notice.
Oh, like this? Allow me to offer you a guinea.
Thank you. Yes, just like that.
Everyone I meet.
Yes, to everyone you meet.
Allow me to offer you a guinea.
With pleasure, Mr. Boulevard.
But people who know me will think I'm making them a present.
No doubt of it.
I've never made a present in my life.
And it's high time you began.
Are you going?
Yes, I have some charms to work.
I don't see them. Allow me to offer you a guinea.
Thank you. Don't go that way you'll meet Peter. Now to have a word or two with Mistress Martha.
Here's a pretty state of things. Ruin stares me in the face.
I must see that old lady. I can't stand this any longer. Oh, don't.
Allow me to offer you a guinea.
You're very good, sir, but don't.
I can't help it. I must. An irresistible impulse compels me to keep going on like this. Allow me to offer you a guinea.
Please understand, when I say don't, I don't mean don't. I say don't because an irresistible impulse compels me to say don't.
Don't be frightened, young man. I'm not going to harm you.
Don't.
Not for worlds.
I tell you I say don't in compliance with an irresistible impulse. It's a spell. Don't.
Dear me, this is extremely curious. A purely reflex action of the muscles of the neck and shoulders. Allow me to offer you a guinea.
Don't. I wish you go.
My dear young man, I may as offer you my guineas as anybody else, and you amuse me very much. You make me laugh. Ha! Ha!
Hang the fellow! How shall I get rid of him? Stop. Here's Pipette. I have it. I shall back from Pipette onto him. Don't.
Here, I say, sir, what are you coming to?
Thank heaven he's gone at last.
Kiss me! Oh!
Don't.
Oh, I can't help it! Kiss me!
Don't.
Oh, please don't be angry, Sergeant! I'm acting under an irresistible impulse! Kiss me!
Don't. I'm not angry. I like it. Don't.
What? Pipette kissing Sergeant Cloak? Come on!
Oh, Peter, please! It's an irresistible impulse! Kiss me!
Come on!
Oh no, they're going to fight about me! My character will be gone in no time!
Oh, come on! Oh, please don't be angry, Sergeant, but I'm compelled to hit you. Oh, I'm acting under an irresistible impulse. Come on!
And don't suppose that I'm ducking and dodging because I'm afraid of you. I, too, am acting under an irresistible impulse.
Come on!
Allow me to offer you a guinea.
Sir, I have great pleasure in taking it. Don't.
Allow me to offer you a guinea.
Oh, the guinea. Thank you. Come on! Oh.
Pipette, allow me to offer you a guinea.
You're a disreputable old scamp! Kiss me!
Oh,
Get out of my head! Go away! Go! Get out of my head! Go away! Go away! Get out of my head!
Why, Margot? What's the matter?
Don't be frightened, Sergeant. I don't mean it. I tried just now to make the old lady go, and she compels me to turn everybody out of my inn until further notice. I shall be ruined. Get out of my inn! Go! Get out of my inn! Go! Get out! Go!
Allow me to offer you a guinea.
Well, thank you. I know. Get out of my inn! No, get out of my inn! No! Get out!
Allow me to offer you a guinea. Allow me to offer you a guinea.
Stop! I released you all. I commanded you separately, but altogether you're too many for me. The spell is removed.
Then you'll go.
Yes, I'll go.
And you're not a coward?
Coward? No. And, you don't want to kiss everyone?
Kiss everyone? No. And you're not a brave man.
A brave man? No. And you don't want to turn everyone out of your inn?
Out of my inn? No.
No. You don't want to give everyone a guinea?
Give everybody a guinea. No, I'll be hanged if I do.
Then you may go at once, old lady.
Though I've been ill-treated, I am yet defeated. I'll go.
Come on, good. No, go. Just
Don't
come
go.
back. I'm
Wait. Off with you.
Off of you. Yes. Oh, great.
Breathe now.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
morning to you, Master Bumbleheart. I pray you rested well.
Quite well. The old lady's spell contradicted my very nature. I was done in mind.
Indeed, she vexed us all. I am devoted to my guests. It was most distressing when the old lady turned me against them all.
Yet a lodger who will not pay is intolerable. It was quite necessary for you to stand up to the old lady.
Indeed, it was unpleasant, but necessary, I suppose.
Yes, Mistress Martha. What good is there in entertaining a guest without charge? There's no profit to be had, and what good is there in doing business without making a profit?
So true, Master Bumbleheart. I sense I could learn a great deal from you.
Yes, there's no room in business for sentimentality. The object is profit, and the only measure of success is gold, earning it and keeping it.
And yet, Master Bumbleheart, may I say, without disparaging your keen sense for business, that I have found profit in liberality.
Truly.
Consider this. A person seeking lodging in our village may choose among several inns.
It is true.
So, how will the traveler decide?
Do tell.
Why, I will extend to my guest a certain warmth, a certain charm, a certain generosity that cannot be found elsewhere. And so the traveler will choose my inn.
Sensible choice.
He then will speak well of my inn to other travelers, and they will come to me also.
So it would seem.
Thus, in time, though I have given a little more, I shall earn a great deal more in return.
Why, Mistress Martha, I believe it is I who have a great deal to learn from you.
Oh, you flatter me, Master Bumbleheart.
Not at all. Allow me to present you with
With what, for gracious sake?
a business proposition.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Oh, gracious. Oh, how extremely awkward.
Don't be a goose, Pipette. Master Bumbleheart and I were just discussing business.
Oh, of course, business. How silly of me to assume otherwise.
Now, Pipette, Sergeant Luke will be here momentarily. I need you to attend to the sergeant's breakfast while Master Bumbleheart and I continue our discussion.
Yes, Aunt.
Good morning, Pipette.
Sergeant Cloak. Oh, how alarming. Oh, what shall I do?
May I suggest you bid me good morning?
Oh, of course. Good morning, Sergeant Cloak.
And where is Mistress Martha?
Well, she and Master Bumbleheart are carrying on a discussion, about business. Oh, I should have said that.
Now, my dear, have you always been so shy?
Always, except for yesterday when the old lady cast her spell on me. Then I acted as I never have before, and for that I sincerely beg your pardon.
Please don't. You are acting under irresistible impulse. Acting under impulse is no cause for shame.
Oh, but Sergeant, I've been properly brought up. It is totally against my nature to address a man as I addressed you yesterday.
I understand your dismay, Pipette, but if you would not think it presumptuous of me, I must tell you I found it quite appealing when you were a bit more forward.
Oh, dear me, I'm unnerved. Say more.
I will allow that modesty is commendable in a maiden, but an attractive young lady such as yourself need not hide her virtues. You have much to give a man of experience. I, for one, appreciated the offer.
Oh, Sergeant, your flattery beguiles me, but I fear you are a rogue.
Oh, your suspicion wounds me.
But you're a big, brave man whose attention is prized by all women, to be sure.
I am greatly admired.
Have you always been so brave?
Always. Except yesterday when that old lady cast her spell on me. I too behaved as I never have before. All that ducking and dodging, squealing like a little girl, was quite unlike me.
Why, Sergeant, you too were acting under an irresistible impulse. When one is under a spell, they cannot resist.
You are too kind. My behavior was quite unbecoming. I am a leader of men. I dare not quail at anyone or anything. But yesterday, when under the spell, I felt so weak, so helpless, so
kiss me.
Oh, Pipette! What is going on?
Oh, gracious, oh, this is calamity. What can I say? Yeah.
You could say you were kissing Sergeant Cluke.
Well, then I was kissing Sergeant Cluke.
But how could you? The spell is released. You yourself said you don't want to kiss everyone.
That is true. I don't want to kiss everyone. Only Sergeant Cluke.
What?
Don't blame the young lady. It's my fault. She couldn't help herself.
It seems she has helped herself, and pretty freely, too. Sergeant, I challenge you. Come on.
But Peter, remember the spell is broken and you are not a brave man. And this is the famous Sergeant Cluke, the hero of Johannesburg.
I may not be a brave man, but this is a matter of honor. Sergeant, prepare to defend yourself. Come on.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm not going to fight you.
Oh, take care. When I am thwarted, I am very terrible.
I can see that. But listen, my good fellow. Rather than fighting me, I wish you'd join me.
Join you?
Join me in the Corps.
In the Corps? Why would you want me in the Corps?
Look how you have just squared up to me. Careless of the thrashing I would give you. It's bold, it's brash. I expect our colonel would find you a most worthy recruit.
Oh, I would not have thought it.
There'll be a red coat in it for you.
A red coat?
It'll drive the ladies mad.
Pipette, what have you been doing? Where is breakfast for our guests? Oh, Aunt, so much has happened. I must tell you.
Now, Pipette, we must take care of our guests.
Ahem. I demand a room.
And you may have a room, but I will not be cheated again. I demand terms.
Terms?
Terms. Cash in advance.
Unthinkable.
Shall we say a guinea down?
A guinea down? Outrageous. Shall we say half down and half by bill at 6 months?
A guinea down.
A guinea down!
You are most unreasonable. But, well, I'm honest. Guinea down.
Now, a guest at my inn is a guest at my table. No more shutting yourself up in your room day after day again. It only leads to mischief. You must join us for breakfast.
But I don't want breakfast. I find food disagreeable.
And we find you disagreeable. It is no wonder that a person that won't sit at a table with others is disagreeable.
Come on, lady. Join us. Martha makes a fine breakfast.
You must start with the fresh herring.
Oh, yes, the fresh herring with onion. Or perhaps you prefer sour cream?
Herring with sour cream? What a treat!
No? Perhaps you prefer a hard-boiled egg then?
Look at how perfectly cooked it is. The white is still translucent, and the yolk is like liquid gold.
And I have black pudding.
Oh, lady, you must try it. See, it's dark as night and rich with little bits of fat.
Mr. Georgia, do you have any buttermilk?
Fresh today.
Oh, look how perfectly clabbered it is.
Oh, thick and tangy.
Stop! I can't stand this any longer. There is nothing here I will eat. Your breakfast disgusts me. I want my money back. No, you shall not have your money back. But I no longer want a room in your inn. I'm leaving and demand my guinea back.
The terms were cash down. You paid, and I pledged you a room and the hand of a place at my table.
Mr. Sparta is quite right. She has performed the terms of your agreement. She has earned your guinea.
You may go, old lady, but I shall keep your guinea for my trouble.
Here.
This is impossible. You all are despicable people. If you do not return my guinea, then as a punishment you will...
Come on, old lady. We'll have no more of your spells.
We've had grief enough because of you.
We want no more.
You may go.
Perhaps I could try a soft-boiled egg.